Good morning. Now we are going to deal about fast Fourier transform. Yesterday we have gone through discrete Fourier transform. So we have seen the different disadvantages of discrete Fourier transform, that it needs a lot of computation to get the final answer. So to get reduced of that, we are coming for fast Fourier transform. Fast Fourier transform, which is called as FFT. So in direct computation or in discrete Fourier transform, we know it needs n square complex multiplication and n into n minus 1 complex addition to complete a program or to complete a problem. Okay, so for example, if it is 60, if the multiplication or it is a 64 point DFT, that means 64 point means multiplication n square is equal to 64 square, and 64 into 64 minus 1, that is equal to 64 into 63, and you will get 64 square 4096 complex multiplication, and 64 into 63, you will get 4032 complex addition. Okay, so when you're going for a fast Fourier transform, so the main advantages of this fast Fourier transform is to reduce, it is used to reduce the computation time that is needed for computing a discrete Fourier transform. So we can reduce. So why you are going for a fast Fourier transform is that you want to reduce the computation time. You know, each and every time you have to find the cos and sine value of each and every variable, isn't it? So in order to reduce the computation time, you're going for a fast Fourier transform. Here you need n by 2 log 2n complex multiplication so just the multiplication process is the lengthiest process. So here when you're going for 64 by 2 log 2 to 64, that is equal to 64 by 232 log 2 of 64. So finally log 2, if you're not directly knowing, you can just give log 64 divided by log 2. Log 64 divided by log 2, that is 6. So 6 into 32, you will get 192. So see the difference. In a direct Fourier transform DFT, you need 4096 complex multiplication. You have to do each and every time if it is a 64 point DFT. So the same time, if it is a 64 point DFT using FFT, you need only 192 complex multiplication. Okay, so the fast Fourier transform is classified in two types. One is DIT and other one is DIF. What do you mean by DIT? Decimation in time, and DIF is decimation in frequency. So you are decimating means you are reducing the time sequence into smaller sequence and finding the larger sequence, smaller to larger, and here from large to small. That we can look with the help of a table. So to know the equations first, directly go to the equation. First we have to find both the order. In both the cases you have to find the order, what point of DFT, whether it is a 16 point DFT, 8 point DFT, 4 point DFT, like that. So you should know what is n first. Second thing, in decimation time, you need to do the bit reversal form. you have to find the bit reversal form. Here in decimation and frequency, no need of bit reversal. No need of bit reversal in the initial stage. Okay. Third point. So what is bit reversal? We will be seeing in the later what you mean by bit reversal form. Third thing, you have to find the basic operation that has to be performed. So basic operation. That is, if it is having two variable. Here we are going for a radix 2 algorithm. Decimation or fast Fourier transform using radix 2 algorithm. So here you are having two variable. Radix 2 means two variable algorithm, A and B. In this you are having an upper limit as well as a lower limit. If this upper limit, you are having this as also a Teutul factor. Upper limit, it is A plus B into Teutul factor. In the previous section I have told you what is a Teutul factor. And this is A minus B into Teutul factor. Okay. And over this in decimation and frequency, the basic operation that is to be performed. You are having two variable A and B, and upper limit will go A plus B alone, and lower limit A minus B whole into WNK, the Teutul factor. Fourth step, you have to find the values of Teutul factor. Suppose if it is now we are dealing with 8-point DFT. So in decimation in time, you are going for an 8-point DFT. If you are going for 8-point DFT, you have to divide it from 2, 4, 8 like that. So the Teutul factor will go of 2 power 0, 4 power 1, 0, 4 power 1, 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2, 8 power 2 minus j, 8 power 3 minus 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Okay. In this, the fourth point, you are dealing from backwards, that is omega 8 power 0 is equal to 1, omega 8 power 1 is equal to 1 by root 2, everything time it is same. 1 by root 2, 8 power 2 is equal to minus j, 8 power 3 is equal to minus 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. 4 power 0 is equal to 1 and 4 power 1 is equal to minus j. 2 power 0 is equal to 1. Fifth point, here as you have taken the bit reversal, answer should be as such. Here you have not taken the bit reversal, so answer should be in bit reverse form. Okay, this is the basic step that you have to go through when you're doing a fast Fourier transform. Now I'm going to tell you how you can perform this decimation in time and decimation in frequency. Okay, first dealing with decimation in time. Decimation in time, has the detail give you, you have to first find the value of n. Okay, so suppose if n is equal to 8, if n is 8 or n is equal to 4, you can perform this fast Fourier transform. Not only 4, in 16, 32, 64, you can perform fast Fourier transform. According to your syllabus, you need up to Fourier transform up to 8-point DFT. Okay, so if it is an 8-point DFT, you're first dividing your 8-point DFT. So how you can determine to 8-point DFT? You have to get you're using radix 2 algorithm, isn't it? So you have to go from 2 to form 8. You have to combine these two to form 4 and these two to form 4, and this will be combined together to form 8. That means you are dividing each and every values into the even and odd term, and then you are combining that term to form the final answer. Okay. Here, okay, in DIT algorithm, that means our equation using DFT was x of k is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e raised to minus j 2 pi n k by capital N. You are converting this to your total factor WNK, isn't it? So this is your total factor, and the equation is changing to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n Wn nk. Okay. Now what you are going to do, your summation varies from 0 to n minus 1. That means 0 to, if you are having an 8-point DFT, it is 0 to 7. So now you are going to divide your time sequence. This is your x of n is your time sequence. So you are going to divide your time sequence into x even of n and x odd of n. Again you are going to split this into x even of n, x odd of n. Like that you are going to divide. So that's what is given as. You are going to divide every term into a even and odd term. Then you are going to combine that term together, 2 even, 2 odd, together to form even and odd. Then you combine these to form your final answer. Okay, that is what we are going to do. So this we can perform using a problem. So directly we will go through a problem. So let me write one question. Find the 8-point DFT of the given sequence x of n is equal to 2, 2, 2, 2 followed by 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Using DIT FFT algorithm. So don't get confused. Sometimes your question might be asked as find the decimation in time. Find the 8-point DFT of the given sequence using decimation in time. So don't get confused. Decimation is time is same as you are going for DFT. Okay. So now according to your equation, you have your equation with you. So first equation, you have to find what is n. You're going for DIT. So first point, you have to find what is your n. N is nothing but 8-point sequence. So 8. Second, you need to do your bit reversal. Bit reversal form. So what is bit reversal form means? 8 is a 3-bit data. You know in digital electronics that we are getting how to obtain 8. You need 3-bit value. 3-bit value to obtain 8. So it starts from 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay. That you know this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you have to reverse the bit. Now you have written from right to left. If you are writing like this, you have to read it from here. So what happens? 0, 0, 0, same 0. When you're reading next one, 1, 0, 0, that is nothing but 4. Then 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0, 6, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 7. Now you can just imagine you have divided in your even and odd term. Okay. So this is what you're calling as bit reversal. So in the sequence x of n you got, x of n is equal to, the question is given as 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Isn't it? Now you have to give the values. You have to give the binary numbers for each term. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now after bit reversal, your data has been changed from 0. So what is the zeroth term? 2. Next 4. What is fourth term? Fourth term 1. 2. Second term is 2. 6 is 1. Hope you understand. Next 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2, 7, 1. So this is your bit reversal data. Okay. Third step, you know the basic operation. When you are writing your basic operation each and every time, you will get it. You will be able to understand more. So upper limit, you have a total factor over here. Each and every term should be multiplied using a total factor. So upper limit is a plus b into total factor. And lower limit is a minus b into total factor. Okay. And the fourth operation is the basic operation that we are going for performing. That is omega 2 power 0 is equal to 1. Omega 4 power 0 is equal to 1. Omega 4 power 1 is equal to minus j. Omega 8 power 0 is equal to 1. Omega 8 power 1 is equal to 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Omega 8 power 3 is equal to minus j. And omega 8 power 4 is equal to minus 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Okay. And the fifth point is, as you have taken the bit reversal over here, answer should be as such. Okay. So for doing this, I'm using like this. Otherwise you can rotate your paper so that you can do it very neatly. For showing this, I'm giving you like this. So first you have to draw 8 lines. As it's an n point DFT, you need 8 lines. So I'm drawing over here. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 small lines. Now you have to write your second step is, you have n is 8. You draw 8 lines. Second step, n is, you have given a bit reversal and you form the sequence. So you have to give the sequence over here 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now you are going to perform with, I told you, in DIT. What you are going to do in DIT? You are forming 2, 2, 2, 2, and using this 2 you are going to find 4. Using this 2, 4 you are going to find 8. So likewise, now you are going to do with radix 2 algorithm. So you can only take 2 bit data. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So here, as you are taking 2, your first by total factor is given as 2 power 0. Only 2 data you are taking, so 2 power 0. Here you are giving as omega 2 power 0. The value is 1. So upper limit. Always don't forget to write. First you have to write the A, then only you have to write B. A plus B. Don't interchange the value. So 2 plus 1 into 1. That is equal to 1 into 1, 1. 2 plus 1, 3. The same thing you have to cancel. 2 minus 1 into 1. That is 1. Next, all are the same value. So you can go through 3, 1. Same thing is performing. 2 power 0. Upper limit 2 plus 1, 3. Lower limit 2 minus 1, 1. Here also upper total factor 2 power 0. Upper limit 2 plus 1, 3. 2 minus 1, 1. Okay. Now you have going for your second step. Now you have seen a gap over here, isn't it? Now you are going to combine these 4 things. Okay. So just for an to understand it more easily, you can give this as A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3, A4, B4. Now you have combined these two to form A1 and A2. Let it be. Don't confuse with this. For an information only I am giving you. Let it be A1 and A2, and the second term will be B1, B2. Similarly, the next terms, you can give it also like that, because you are knowing only A and B. A1, A2, B1, B2. So what you have to do? Now you have to combine. Here the two basic operation is A and B. So you are combining A1 and B1. Over here A1 and B1. So you know the value of A1 is 3. B1, here also the same output will be a input over here. Okay. So what happens? Here you are going for the next total factor. You are dealing with 4. You are combining the 2 and performing a 4 point. So here 4 power 0, 3 plus 1 into total factor. 4 power 0 is 1. The same thing you are going to cancel it off. 3 minus 1 into total factor. So you can get the answer 3 plus 1, 4. 3 minus 1, 2. Okay. Now, sorry, not 3 plus 1, 3 plus 3. Sorry, here 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. And 3 minus 3, it is given over here. A is 3. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Next term, B1 and B2. So B1 is given over here. B1 is 1. B2 is also 1. So 1 plus 1. Here the total factor is 4 power 1. 4 power 1 is nothing but minus j. So 1 plus 1 into minus j. So that you will get 1 minus j. Okay. The same thing when you are going to cancel it off. 1 minus of 1 into minus j, that is equal to 1 plus j. Okay. Similarly, the next term, A1, B1, 3 plus 3 into 1, 6, 3 minus 3 into 1, 0. Here also, don't forget to write the total factor. Okay, minus j. Here you will get 1 plus 1 into minus j, that is equal to 1 minus j, and 1 minus 1 into minus j, that is equal to 1 plus j. Okay. If you are placing a paper like this, you can complete it in one step itself. So I don't have space over here. I have to turn my page. Again, I have to draw 8-point DFT. Value that I got over here is 6. 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j, 6, 1 minus j, 0, 1 plus j. Now here you are going to perform you can see a gap over here. Now you are going to combine these things as A1, A2, A3, A4 and B1, B2, B3, B4. Okay. So here it will come A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, B4. Okay. Now we are going to combine A1 and B1. So over here A1 and B1. So 6 plus 6 into 1. Here the total factor is 8 power 0. Okay. You're drawing a nice line over here. You can get a very nice diagram. So the same thing that you are going to cancel, you will get 6 minus 6 into 1, that is 0. The first step is on. Second thing is 1 minus j plus 1 minus j, here 8 power 1. You know what is the total factor of 8 power 1? 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Okay. Now first I am going to write each and every step, then we can find the value. And the next thing, 1 minus j minus 1 minus j into 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Okay, so you can use a calculator for substituting this. You can give it in a complex mode. You can take a complex mode 2, and the question here is given as 1 minus j plus 1 minus j into. So you can just give it in a bracket. As it is an into, you can give it this in a double bracket. Okay. So in your calculator, you can use bracket open 1 minus j. Here eng will get I over the so I, as you are giving it in the complex term, directly it will come 1 minus bracket 1 minus I bracket close plus double bracket 1 minus I close one bracket, another bracket. 1 by root 2 is nothing but 0.707 minus 0.707 I. Don't give j term in the front of the second term. Imaginary part. Don't give imaginary in the front of this variable. So not a variable, this number. Okay. You won't get the answer. Equal, you will get that is equal to 1. And you can see there is a imaginary over there in the top. Real imaginary is given there. So shift equal, you will get the imaginary value, that is minus 2.414 j. So don't delete this. Directly you can come back and just change the sign over here to minus. You will get 1. Shift equal, that is 1. So you got at 0.414 j. So the next step is 0 plus 0 into total factor w8 power 2, that is minus j. You will get it as 0. The same thing when you are subtracting also, you will get 0 minus 0 into minus j, that is also equal to 0. If the term is 0, don't go for doing, you can directly write it as 0. And the last term that you are giving is 1 plus j plus 1 plus j into minus 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. And over here you are getting 1 plus j into, minus 1 plus j into minus 1 by root 2 minus j 1 by root 2. Okay. So in the calculator itself, you have given the same thing in the previous section. So just change the sign over there, or you can do it once again. I will do it once again for you. Bracket open. Here it is given. Okay. 1 plus I close bracket plus double bracket 1 plus I into 0.707, you got a minus 0.707 minus 0.707 I equal to, you will get 1. Shift equal, that is minus 0.414 j. The same term, you just change the sign, minus, you will get 1. Shift equal, you will get 1 plus 2.414 j. Okay. And now your final answer x of k is equal to, as you have taken the last point it is given, as you have taken the bit reversal over here in the second operation, second point you have taken the bit reversal, so answer should be as such. Whatever you got in your final step, your answer should be like that. So you can write it 12, 1 minus 2.414j 0. Okay, so 12 1 minus 2.414j comma 0 comma 1 minus 0.414j 0 1 plus 0.414j 0 and 1 plus 2.414j. So this is it. You will get decimation in type. So similarly, if you are doing for decimation frequency also, you should get the same answer. So in decimation frequency, you're going from the last step itself. Okay. So in the next video, we will deal with decimation in frequency, and also we have to deal with inverse discrete Fourier transform or inverse FFT. So that also we will perform in the next video. For till then, thank you.